Hello everyone, welcome. My name is MJ Pestridge. Welcome to another flight simulation video. Today I want to talk about graphics cards, and this is kind of a tie-in to the next video where I'm going to talk about the relationship between the graphics card and the CPU, but something I learned recently that I did not know and has tremendous implications for anybody who uses more than one monitor. Your graphics card, if it supports multi-monitor, I just come to understand that the 30 series actually only has one HDMI output on it. Burn! My 1080 Ti has two HDMI outputs on it. I use two monitors with my flight sim. In fact, when I'm streaming, I use two PCs. So in effect, I've got three monitors, I guess. But the one monitor is shared between the two PCs. So with my flight sim PC, I have two monitors, and I only just found this out recently. So hate me in the comments, but you know, plugging up your monitor to your graphics card, you just kind of take it for read that, you know, you plug it up and there it is, right? But actually, one of these slots is a primary and one is a secondary. You know, one is actually meant for if you only have one monitor, that you should only plug it up to one of these two. And like, I was unaware of this. I don't remember reading it anywhere, and nobody's ever told me this, so why would I know? But I recently moved, and of course obviously disassembled my PC, reassembled it, and when I plugged it back up, my NVIDIA control panel here for the Samsung telly, which is my main monitor, my 4K flight sim monitor, had the number 2 here. And I'm like, huh? Well, it was the only one plugged up as well. You see, I always thought these numbers in your NVIDIA control panel were first monitor, second monitor, and this is my smaller monitor that is shared between the two PCs, but that's what I've always come to know this as, you know, first monitor, second monitor, but that's not what it actually means. What it actually means, and this is important, I feel, especially if you're a streamer and you're using P3D, and you have your monitor, your main flight sim monitor, connected to the wrong input or output, however you want to see it, on your graphics card. Because when I unplugged and replugged, so this now said 1, because I was trying to make this primary when it said number 2, and as you can see, it's grayed out. I'm like, why can I only make this one a primary? Like, what? And that's because this was plugged into the second slot, so it had the number 2, because it was in the secondary HDMI slot for the graphics card. And so they're treated differently, by the way. Let's wait for that plane to go up overhead. They're treated completely differently, by the way. They actually, the primary one obviously is, you know, gets all the lovely juiciness, and then the secondary one not so much. So I mean, if you've got your main monitor plugged up and it says number 2 on it, man, you've got it plugged up to the wrong HDMI slot here on your graphics card. If it supports, you know, two HDMI slots, man, swap it round so it says number 1, and you will see a graphical difference on your sim, you know, on your main monitor. You will see a difference when you plug it up. I did. Now, maybe I saw the difference because I'm on a 4K monitor, but I definitely saw a difference. And like I said, this ties into the next video, so this will be kind of like a trilogy of videos, all talking about performance, especially with your PC, where I'm going to talk about bottlenecking, okay? CPU actually has a little bit of say over your GPU. And again, this is stuff I've just recently learned, so I'm just passing it on. And it really helped me gain a lot more FPS in my simulator, and a lot more performance stability in my simulator. So in the next video, I'll talk about that. CPU bottlenecking the GPU, basically, or vice versa. It can happen either way, but we're going to talk about the CPU bottlenecking your GPU. Or actually, no, it's your GPU bottlenecking your CPU. Either way, we're going to talk about both. All right, so make sure you got the number 1 slot here for your main monitor, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Thanks for watching. No, I didn't want to make any changes. I haven't made any changes, mate, so you can cancel that shit. See you guys. Bye.